everybody there in the beautiful Flanders and in Europe. You're probably wondering why you should participate in the World Choir Games. Now, I'm Christo. I'm the conductor of Akustika chamber singers. And last year we had the privilege of actually singing in our own version of the World Choir Games in Tshwane. And I took the risk of participating in 5 categories with my one choir and 1 category with my children's choir. But you will not actually believe me when I say that the impact of the World Choir Games is not necessarily of what's happening at the World Choir Games, it's the repercussions after the World Choir Games. Before we started out with preparation for the World Choir Games, all the choirs were quite hesitant to actually participate because they didn't know, that they were struggling to think what they are going to do, how's the competition going to be. But then we all decided as South African choirs, we're going to stand together and we're going to actually make this work, because it's all about awareness. It's about making the country aware of how big the choral community actually is. That is actually the biggest thing that I can honestly say after the World Choir Games is a massive thing. School choirs became more influential in their regions. Headmasters of schools became more aware of what's actually happening, because now at the World Choir Games they record everything and you've got the most amazing footage that you can use for marketing materials. So all the choirs that I've spoken to after World Choir Games, their numbers in auditions increased. The choirs got better because they're working for a common goal. And I can honestly say from experience side of you, don't miss this opportunity to put Flanders on the map. We all know that is, I personally think it's going to be the best World Choir Games ever, because it's Central Europe. It's long overdue for World Choir Games to be in Central Europe. And apart from you being fantastic organizers, all the choirs need to come to Flanders. I think it is a valuable asset that you have, that you are situated in the heart of Europe, and exploit that and make it the most amazing World Choir Games ever. And by doing that, get all the choirs, even though it's unknown choirs, even though it's choirs that not often competes. If choirs enter for the World Choir Games, they are not going to miss this opportunity. It's the most amazing thing. That moment where your country's national anthem is being sung and raised, and at the opening and closing ceremony, it's magical moments. It's things that you cannot put out into words, or actually put into money, into the value of money. Just a funny story. The crazy reason I decided to do 5 categories is to put my choir on a very high level, and I decided to work hard to achieve that, and achieving the goal of actually getting them on a level with repertoire that I've never actually experienced in my life. When you enter for a competition like the World Choir Games, you obviously subject yourself to criteria, and you subject yourself to criticism and everything. But you know what? The biggest scheme of things is now important, especially for the choirs in Flanders. We are all here to support you. We are all here to take your hands, and all the choirs that need support. I mean, through the offices from Mr. Gent Lazry at Interculture and myself, we're really willing to help you. There are choirs that in South Africa at our choir games that never actually had the chance to sing in our own national competitions, for that matter. And they took the risk of actually enrolling in the World Choir Games. And they, for the first time, I can honestly see in our choir community that choirs get better, schools invest more in their choirs just because more people talk about it. So, I am very excited for Flanders, and I will hopefully see you there. You must have a fantastic kick-off with your World Choir Games. And Koor&Stem, I don't think you realize what value you have in an organization like Koor&Stem. So they are also willing to help you, and put you in the right connection with people. Go for it. Don't hold back. Don't think it's a difficult task. It's not. You have to still do your own thing, but this time you stand together as one nation and as one region, and we are very excited to meet you all there. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you soon.